Jousting was a martial competition between two mounted knights. Jousting was at the peak of its popularity in the 14th to 16th centuries. The knights were often equipped with three weapons: a lance, a one-handed sword, and a rondelle. When one knight knocked the other off his mount, he was declared the winner of the round. If both knights were knocked off their mounts at the same time, it was considered a tie. They would then engage in sword combat, and the last standing was victorious. The two most common kinds of horses used for jousting were warm-blood chargers and cold-blood destriers. Chargers were medium-weight horses. They were trained for agility and stamina, while destriers were heavy war horses. These were larger and slower, but helpful to give a devastating force to the rider's lance through its weight being about twice as large as that of a traditional riding horse. Jousting was popular from the Middle Ages until the early 1600s. During that time, armor evolved from being chainmail and using only a heavy one-piece helmet called a great helm and shield. In later times, after 1400, knights wore full suits of plate armor. The armor frequently had extra interchangeable elements, so that a light military combat suit could be reinforced with heavier bolt-on protective steel on the cuirass breastplate. It was a small attached shield. In some cases, these bolt-ons were usually much stronger on the side, likely to take the impact of the lance. When the great helm was replaced with the introduction of plate armor, bolt-on safety appliances were used to make the face of a closed helmet safer in the joust. The first accounts of running at the rings dates to the days of James I of England, demonstrating a knight's extreme skill. Since the rings were obviously much smaller to lance than a man, the death of several nobles and at least one king, King Henry II of France in 1559, brought about the demise of the man-to-man type of jousting. In recent times, however, jousting has evolved into a sport where a person carries the lance and charges through three metal poles to catch small rings on the pointed lance. The sport is much safer now, and children often do it. This is a clip of me at the National Jousting Tournament of 2006 on my pony, Saranda. I didn't succeed in this year's joust, but last year I was victorious and came home with the third place trophy. This is my mom riding our horse, Izzy. This is Tony Weatherholt and Scotty Kreitz, two of our mentors from the Knights of the South Branch Valley. Here are the Knights of the South Branch Valley at the Poultry Festival.
A beautiful, beautiful three-ring ride going up. Uh-oh, just skipped that third one, but wasn't that dang it running? And another pretty three-ring.
As you can see, jousting can be very dangerous. These are the Knights of the South Branch Valley that traveled to the National Jousting Competition. Jeremy, riding Speedy Bow. Lisa, riding Easy Izzy. Blaine, riding the famous Strutter. Megan, riding the faithful Colby. Courtney, riding Easy Izzy. Alexis, riding the mighty Saranda. Tony and Magnificent Midnight. Scotty and Valiant Whiskey.